So earlier this year, I put together the what I call the ADAPT method. There's 5 phases, 5 moves that everyone needs to take in order to survive the AI apocalypse. What's going to happen? Because it's going to be, it's not that far away, but there's people that are starting to feel it. It's like a cloud, like that starts to form on the horizon. You're like, I think it might rain, but it's still far away. You're like, I'm still going to like run around with my, top down and wind in my hair kind of thing. But it's coming. So I think that we're really going to feel it sometime end of next year and into 2027 through to 2030. The prediction has been 2030, there'll be 30% job loss. This was a prediction done 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I think that's completely wrong. I think it's going to be 80% job loss, 70 to 80% job loss. Some people are like, oh, you have to, every time they come up with a new technology that destroys everyone's job, they find a new job. Like there's a new things that, yeah, but no, I don't believe that. This time is different, you know,
Yeah, the
and the
cotton
reason
gin
being,
couldn't build a better cotton gin.
yeah, exactly. Like there'll be things that we can do, but I think that, like you said earlier, you kind of alluded to the fact that there's some people who just don't want to work. Part of the video sales letter we put together for this thing was maybe we're asking the wrong questions. The question should be, do I need to have a job at all? Do I need to be employed? You know, Here's a radical statement for those who love network marketing. I think network marketing is going to save humanity. Strangely enough, like the crazy lady that ran around like putting makeup on people and or whatever the scenario is, or some fly by night company. There's a lot of companies out there who just they cashed out pretty quick and they go away. There's been a few that have been really really good ones, but the model is based around peer to peer, doing business with each other, going all the way back to Amway or before even, like way, way back when. And if you think about it, the people who buy products from other people, they typically will continue buying those products for a very long time,
Hmm.
and because there's a business opportunity connected to it, if they share what they're doing or whatever else, they could actually earn not just free product, but they can earn some money, disclaimer is the vast majority of people who try network marketing don't make any money. And there's a reason for that. They're lazy. I'll just say that straight out. It's because I've done some network marketing stuff and just blew it up. No problem. Sometimes the product's not very good and it's not overpriced. There's some of that stuff too out there. But most of the time, like you can crush it if you just go out there and hustle a bit. But that residual income is what saved me in 2020 when things just shut down. Like I was loving it. I was like, there's no traffic on the road. My income has not been affected. If anything, it's gone up because people are now looking for something they can do from home. You
Hmm.
know, um, it was great. So I think that network marketing is something that it's very, very easy to get into. Everyone can start their own business. And I think we're going to go back to the place where we were in the early 1900s, where, 90% of the population had their own business or had some sort of a side hustle, and then after the Great Depression, everyone found that security was better than the uncomfortable feeling of not knowing if I was going to have food tomorrow because it's all about work and sales and everything else. I think we're going to go back to that because there isn't going to be food. The big companies are not going to be able to keep you employed, and people are going to realize that they have to do this on their own. So that's one of the pivots that I suggest that people make in the ADAPT method. So it's broken down to 5 different books. Like each letter stands for a different acronym, of the ADAPT process. Like activate. The first one is like really teaching people the truth. I pulled back the curtain on a lot of things. The myths about the life that we live, about the Federal Reserve not being federal at all, about the income tax being completely illegal, or I should say never ratified properly, but it's just Social Security being a Ponzi scheme. Like I pulled and detailed, like ChatGPT helped me really pull the stuff together and cite references and detailed language and laws and put that in there so that people realize that this is not just me, you know, hallucinating on stuff. This is like legitimately what's going on, and there's certain people you can trust and there's certain people you just can't trust, and the government is one of those people that you can't trust, period. They're not in it for you. They're in it to get reelected, unfortunately. That's where we've gone.